Today on the Non-Mean Show, it's your boy Shoot the Artist. Today on the Non-Mean Show, it's your boy Shoot the Artist. And today on the Non-Mean Show, it's your boy Shoot the Artist. Today on the Non-Mean Show, we Shoot the Artist.
It's awful late for you to be in this neighborhood, boy.
Listen, what's the problem, officer? I'm just here to shoot a podcast. I don't want no problems.
We got a suspect that we've been looking for recently, man. You fit the description.
Nah, you just being racist because I'm another black man. You can even look at my podcast called The Not Me Show.
What you got in your hand right there?
Oh, nah, it's just a book, officer. Nah, I'm not doing nothing suspicious. It's just a book.
All right, man. We gonna have to run your ID, man. Give me a second.
Hey, yo, what the fuck, NoFace? Why you always fucking around, bro? What the... Yo, let's go shoot this fucking show, bro. You always pissing me off. Damn. Keep fucking with me. Nigga always fucking around. God.
Whoop, whoop, nigga. Whoop, whoop, nigga. You know, man. You gotta get the show started, man. That's how you gotta do it. Bring this energy, baby. Let's go, man. It's time to shoot.
Ooh, man. Got red bottoms on. Life is good. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the Non-Mean Show. It's your favorite host, NoFace Rell.
And Shoot the Artist, know what I mean?
We back again at it.
We back and we better, y'all. You know it.
The health is good. You know, sometimes you gotta take a week off to get yourself right. But how you doing, Shoot the Artist?
I'm doing good today, you know. It's definitely that season. Y'all better have your day flu, night flu medicine on deck. You know, the weather is changing. It's allergy season, you know. I done stocked up on my allergy season already, you know. But today's week been crazy so far. It's been good and bad. I give my week a 6.5 so far, you know. How about you, NoFace?
For my week, I'm probably gonna give it a good 7 out of 10 for the week. Just seeing that the days are starting to get nice and starting to warm up. So we also gotta get used to that again. You know what I mean? Drinking your water, your fluids, making sure you stay hydrated.
That's a fact.
You don't want to pass out there. We just got done with winter time, so we gotta get used to this
Yeah,
heat.
it was like 80 degrees today. I was loving it.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
But yeah, we're gonna switch it up with y'all as far as with topics. So we're gonna jump right into as far as what we was talking about with the whole school situation.
Ooh,
Does the traditional school system address to like society, like living, like things that we was learned in public school? Does it help you out? And
like you saying, does the education I received during my 12 years of schooling help me in today's world? Some of it does, you know.
Yeah.
Like the social skills you learn, social cues you pick up, you know, how to navigate in a crowd, work as a teamwork. I could say that has definitely helped me in my adult life.
yeah. Now, what's some of the things that you feel like that was taught to you, like that you feel like you could have lived without learning?
Definitely the history part, you feel me? Because a lot of history, it's like my job, I never had a job interview or something that was going to make me money, and the fake history helped me out because a lot of it is fake anyway.
Yeah, that's another thing to touch a point on.
It didn't help me out.
As far as like the history that we was taught in school, a lot of it was like fabricated and it wasn't all the truth, and a lot of stuff was hidden from us, a lot of details. When I learned a lot more after I graduated high school about like our own history, like our true history on how it really is. And a lot of the stuff that they was teaching us in school was bullshit.
It was, in fact.
And they always try to like glorify a couple of the things, like, you know, and go deep into the slavery. And then you talk about stuff like with Columbus came here.
He was glorified as a hero.
Yeah, as a hero. So
it's bad.
then when you go back and look like, oh no, like this guy, he didn't really found people was living here already. So it's like, what am I supposed to believe what you guys taught me? But yeah, I feel like another thing, like, it was some good things I learned in school, like things that we needed was like, as far as like physical education, as far as gym. Want kids to stay exercise.
Gym was one of the best things that can help you in your adult life. You know how to get up out of there, run, how to breathe, properly.
And like you said, with social skills, like, as far as like with like English, like you have to learn how to, as far as do sentences and write, and how to conversate, and how to read in context and take things out of context and be able to do stuff like that. So that was some things that I learned from school.
Yeah, my favorite class was economics. You feel me? That was the best class because I was already selling stuff, and I'm like, okay, this how you do it. I'm gonna go apply it in real time. As soon as I learned it in the classroom, I went out and applied it. Okay, that's how you do it. Supply and demand. Oh, they want some more. Oh, they want this particular product. Oh, it's competition. Okay, innovation. How am I going to stand out from the competition, make the potential customers come by for me than the other ones,
True.
Real-time implementation. That's why I love that.
Now, since you are shoot the artist, I'm guessing art class was one of your favorites.
Yeah, it was. I like art class a lot, too.
I feel like art is definitely needed in schools for kids to be creative and, try different things and different fields as far as creating things on a blank canvas, which is dope.
Yeah, I'm glad. I like the way that art was growing up. They touched on a lot of different art forms, so I really appreciate them for that. And I still have some of my artworks to this day that I made in school. I remember we did the little clay vase and we had to gloss it and put it in a kiln and get hot and glaze it. That's something I could do to this day. I know how to do it because I've done it before.
True. It's still like dope stuff. I used to remember like the macaroni, and you would make all different types of, you'll have the glue and it'll either be like some type of animal that was like easy to form, like a chicken or something like that. So that was something that was dope. And how you feel about with science?
Science, that was I love that class too. Like, I loved a lot of the classes. It's just history was the worst one. It didn't help me at all. But science, I used to want to be a scientist when I was little, So that was, I like the experiments, the plants. I never cut open a frog. I'm mad.
Yeah, I know it had like science. I never did the whole dissecting.
Yeah, like I wanted to dissect an animal or something. Like,
frog
what
or
happened? Something. Was that not our era, or that's just something you see on TV?
Yeah, I used to always hear about that, or either see it on TV and movies. A couple people I know even participated. I never got the chance to dissect the animal. But yeah, I know that we were speaking some good on what we learned from school. Now, what's some things that you feel like schools lack, what they could have maybe taught us that would have made us better after graduating from school?
I mean, I feel like once you get to like middle school, high school, it's a real disconnect from teachers that actually care about the students. Like in elementary school, you could feel when your certain teachers go hard for you, like they care about you and they pushing for you to go hard.
You almost felt like that was like your parents almost.
Yeah, when you get to school, and they get just as mad and all that. They push you. But once you get to middle school, high school, you done see how these teachers been through it for the years, just been wear and tear. They don't care no more. It's just a regular job to them now. They don't care what happened. And that's how a lot of kids end up slipping through the cracks. So I feel like if they get more people that actually care about these students' well-being to actually teach them, things will be better.
Yeah, that's true.
All you need is that one adult to give a crap about you when you were a little kid or a little teenager. Especially when a lot of them is feeling depressed. And then you got these depression rappers out here singing. They need somebody.
That's true. Now, something that I feel like schools definitely lack on, I'm not sure if they implement it now in like high schools and stuff, but as far as like the whole credit and just life with finances and money. Like I feel like it should have been just like a finance class where you learn how to possibly buy a house one day. Having what's the amount of down payment you would usually need for a mortgage, things to help out with your credit. Far as like, hey, I want to buy a car, and things to help building your credit up and stuff like that, and just being financially responsible when you are 18 and 19 to know that, hey, these are the things that I need to get me further and get my credit right, instead of graduating from high school and then you 18, 19, you either messing up your credit because you don't know right, or you just being cautious and not doing the right things with your credit. So it's just like a horrible thing. So I feel like schools definitely need to implement like a financial class.
I mean, back when I was in middle school, we had home economics.
Yeah.
And that's basically that class, So they had that class up until a certain point. But this new generation, I feel like they need it the most. You feel me? Because home ec, I remember we sat there and budgeted out. We had an imaginary budget, and we had to get everything that we needed to fit the budget. So we went through these fake news ads to find the best prices for the stuff that we need, and we were shopping in fake neighborhoods to get good prices on houses. All that budgeting out.
Yeah.
You feel me? Home economics. And I think that was the final for the class or something.
Yeah.
I passed that.
Like you said, I don't feel like the teachers and the staff care enough. It's more just like, all right, as long as you get to this certain criteria to pass the grades and all these tests and stuff, you go to the next level, because it's just a system. It's like almost like a factory, almost like, all right, we're going to process. And that's why you see a percentage of people who just go straight to doing jobs, because that's what they've been trained to do their whole life, just to do a normal job, instead of having that free mind to be like, you know what, I'm going to graduate and I'm going to start a business. There's not too much people that's going to do that.
Yeah, not at all.
Right off the bat. But if they had the skills and knowledge itself, I think they would be able to do different opportunities. But yeah, that was just something to get far into with the school system and how you guys
it needs
can.
some change.
Yeah.
We gotta keep on voting in our local elections to
Yeah.
get certain people in the seats to pass the certain laws that's gonna affect the school board. You also gotta vote for the people that's on the school board. Don't just vote for the president of the United States. Vote for your local school board president. You feel they directly affect your children's lives.
Yeah, they make all those decisions that affects your kids and then ultimately affects you. So definitely look out for that. But yeah, to get into some topics, man. I know we usually get right into the topics, but we trying to change up the format for y'all to tune into right from the jump. But yeah, we seeing Young Thug and Gunna in the YSL team. I think about 28 members of the YSL.
28? Oh my God.
They got caught with the RICO.
Not the RICO. Okay, with the RICO.
Yeah, so the RICO. So we seeing, with the racketeering and gang violence, street violence, and drugs and everything related to that, and murders as well that we seeing. I'm seeing allegedly that Young Thug, and he approved of one of the YSL members to try to kill YFN Lucci while he was locked up.
What the fuck?
And YFN Lucci, he was trying to get granted, parole or something like that.
He's trying to get out.
To get out of there, because he kind of been hearing the nonsense. So it's just been a crazy situation with that. And just to touch more base onto it, Lil Baby and like the 4PF, his type of crew, they got like that. It's getting some speculation over there as well, and seeing what they do. So all I can say for you rappers, man, is tighten up.
Be safe.
Be safe, and I hope that you're not involved into like street violence and not.
You should just be a pure entertainer.
Yeah, you should be an entertainer. Like, you shouldn't be dealing with the streets and be an entertainer. You've been seeing the memes ever since they did get locked up. You seeing pictures with like Young Thug hugging like with a handicapped kid and trying to show the good that he does in the community.
About to start mad.
And they're saying that all the good that Young Thug's
he has done a lot of good for the community. There's no doubt about it. You know, he has plenty of testimonies going back at least 10 years since he's been in the game so far. You know.
But yeah, it still doesn't clear you for all these charges. Now, you know, with the RICO, they pretty much, when they come lock you up with the RICO, they pretty much got the evidence already that you did it. Unless it wouldn't be the RICO. They wouldn't be coming to just get you.
Exactly.
And with the RICO, it's like,
they watch you. You
get like 20 years. They could get up to like 20 years in prison. So that's something to look out for. We know that they are heavy entertainers.
How old is Thug and Gunna?
I want to say, I know Gunna's probably maybe his mid 20s, and maybe Thug is like maybe in his early 30s, maybe.
In 20 years? Oh my God.
Definitely not a good look for them. To get into some more news, we seeing with StockX. If you know StockX, they sell sneakers, resell sneakers. So you could go on their website, send your sneakers there, and get paid and stuff like that. But we hearing that they're starting to sell a lot of fake merchandise.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's really nasty out there, you know. There's a lot of people out there who really who go there a lot to cop their sneakers faithfully, you know. And for some news like this to come out, it's like you literally just threw your money down the drain. It's like people go to these certain sites and trust them just so they can not get fakes. If they wanted fake sneakers, they would have went and got some fake sneakers. Come on now, that's really bad. Yeah,
it's definitely bad for the business, especially when you see with some of these prices that if you go on StockX and some of the sneakers is well over $1,000 for a sneaker that was retailed at maybe $200, and you see the prices go up and all that. And for it to be fake merchandise that you get, and it's just like you said, like what happens for the consumer now? You know, like I feel like as a consumer, I bought sneakers from StockX before, and sneakers I got, they nice sneakers, but who's to say they're not fake? Now I feel like as a consumer buying on your website, I should be entitled to some
type of compensation.
Yeah, some type of compensation.
You know, at least give me back 50% of each time I shop with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if that's what y'all doing now, because we really don't know who got
exactly
at this point. So now it's like y'all risk y'all whole integrity with y'all clientele base just for extra dollar. Nah, it's not okay.
And she was speaking with KP earlier, and he was talking about, you know, they sell PlayStation 5s and stuff on that, and I've been hearing that there's problems with the PlayStation 5s that you might buy from there, and you know the prices is like $900 for a new system on there.
Fake PlayStation 5s.
So, so you getting a system that's like you don't know
it work 2 times and then start having problems.
So you know StockX, they got like some. I believe they're in the stock market, right?
I'm not sure.
But I know that their shares went down after this news that dropped with the fake sneakers. So we'll see what happens with
that's so crazy.
There's other companies too, like GOAT. So watch out for GOAT.
All of these type companies is coming under scrutiny. Yeah. Now it's like if you're not an official shoe company that's selling your product directly, now it's like you can't have no more third party people selling your shoes unless you like a player that like Foot Locker that been around for decades so far. Okay, you established enough, but even Foot Locker should be coming out with their own shoes now. Yeah, especially after the Nike shit where they taking out most of their inventory and it's slowing them down on how much inventory they getting over the next couple of years. Yeah. everybody who make their own shoes, y'all better push your own shoes. And if people can't, it's not getting it directly from you, then it's fake. That's the only way that problem will get solved. Unless y'all really want these secondary, third-dairy, fourth-dairy markets to be really booming with these fake products. That's trying to rip off your brand. Your brand not even. This is one thing if your brand was profiting from the fake shoe money, but you're not even getting none of that. You're not getting no piece. You're getting cut out all the way.
Exactly. So we gonna see how that whole situation unfolds. Now to get into a funny topic situation. Now, you know, like certain places you go to and to get a certain dish that you might like.
Yeah.
And they may make it a certain way that you like it, that maybe another restaurant won't make it.
Yeah.
Now, would you go to that restaurant that makes your food, but say if the place was a little dirty, would you consider going there? Well, if you went...
What? If it was a little dirty? And this is my spot that I go to?
And then, you know, you found... One day you go there, you go into a certain area, you just see, like, a bunch of cobwebs or something like that. Like,
oh, I'll be done, bro. Like, I don't play around with my food.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't like... Nah.
Yeah.
I'll probably be my last time eating there. I'm like, it was alright, but I'm good. I'm like... It's cobwebs?
But even with this dish that you like, you still gonna be like...
I'm gonna finish the dish, but that's my last time getting that dish.
Yeah.
After seeing something like that, I'm good. I ain't gonna waste my money.
Yeah, I definitely...
I'm gonna kill that dish.
Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing situations like that where they did have good food and then come to find out the place wasn't so sanitary. So, but I definitely did not go back. So, food is definitely one of those. Now, as far as like mobile games, are you the type to like download a couple mobile games?
Yeah, I've played some mobile games in the past. Recently, I haven't played any mobile games in the last couple months, but
What would be like your top three mobile games you probably remember or something?
The first one is called Plague Inc. It's literally like a simulation about getting everybody in the world sick, and if everybody in the world dies, you win the game. But even if one person is healthy, you lose the game. That's what Plague Inc. is. You know, it's a virus plague simulator to see if you have the potential to kill everybody in the world with a virus or a disease.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah. It's sad. I won't say it's sad, but yeah, it's one of my favorite mobile games. The second one would be, what's it called? Not Clash of Clans. Clash of the Titans? Not Clash of the Titans. It's some castle, it's some Clash game. For my Clashers out there, if y'all know what I'm talking about, you know, the Clash Tower, you remember that game?
It sounds familiar.
Clash something. What is the name of that? I like Subway Surfer too.
Subway Surfer, alright.
Yeah. There's another one, it's called A Venture Capitalist, you know, and you basically buy a bunch of different ventures, you know, and you start off with a lemonade stand and a car wash, then you end up on the moon, you buy stuff on the moon, open businesses on the moon, they open businesses on Mars, and it's, you know, my choices of games is kind of crazy, you know.
Yeah, that sounds complex. I like playing. Recently, I got hooked on like the casino type slot thing games, and you can play all types of slots, and then playing like blackjack and stuff like that, and you get to play with people online and stuff. But I try not to get too addicted because there's real money on that.
Oh, wow.
So that's definitely a nice game I played. Also like playing like pinball on the game machine. And then also, you know, like the guys is like running and they trying to dodge all the different obstacles and stuff like that.
Yeah, those
jumping.
types of games,
Yeah.
like Temple Run or something.
Yeah, like Temple Run and stuff. So those are like three of my choices if I play a mobile game. But before we get into the crypto talk. What's like some of the goals that you created that you accomplished already?
Well, my first goal, was to get to episode 200, and not give up. And I accomplished that. Today is actually episode 200, so go look out on IG and TikTok. Be dropping it later this week, So that's one of them.
That's dope. So make sure y'all go check on IG. We shoot with the artist right here, and he got his dope show where he be showing his different arts and stuff like that.
Shoot, y'all.
So make sure y'all check that out. But one of my goals was beginning of this year. The whole podcast was down with I originally had it with the NoFace Radio, and we eventually changed the name and stuff. But I had took some time off all the way from like last year with the podcast. So my goal was to get it started back up, and then also elevate it and get in front of the camera and stuff. So that's something a goal that I created that I was able to accomplish. But we're gonna get into the cryptos talk. We shoot the artist.
Shoot, listen, y'all. This week, before I open this book, this week is the week. It's one of the weeks. It's the beginning.
Oh, it's history.
It's the beginning of the weeks.
It's history
These
this
next
week.
10 weeks, if you don't do something, I don't know what to tell ya. Let's get into it. So, this week, we've had a record-breaking loss of over $400 billion in the crypto market.
Sheesh.
What happened? Listen, there's plenty of factors. It's political. There's political reasons going on. Different countries is passing different laws that's affecting different things. Different countries is finally putting together different regulatory practices to actually control and regulate the crypto. Also, we got these big ass whales who've been invested in crypto since day one, moving their money around, they cashing out, they selling it, trading it for other assets. Mind you, it's just crazy right now. So, just like any financial market, when it's a big crash like this, there's pros and cons. Some people gonna lose money, some people gonna make money. Now, depending on which side you are, whether you are both of them, it depends on you. Which way you do it, whether you lose the money, then make the money, or you made the money, and then you lost the money, who knows? So with that being said, crypto just hit its all-time low, 52-week low. So it's the lowest it's been in a year. After they just lost the $400 billion. So you know what that means? It's the best time to buy. The best time to buy. I'm not a financial advisor, you feel me? I'm just saying, do your research and buy something. Take $5, $10 that you was going to go spend and do something stupid and waste it. Buy something and hold it for the next 5, 10 years. It's going to be something. If it goes to zero, at least you can say, yeah, I invested in something. Also, with the NFT markets, with the crypto prices going down like this no tomorrow, right now is the best time for people to jump into the NFT market. A lot of people like, oh, NFTs is overpriced, why they cost this much, this, that, and third. Listen, right now is the best time to hop in. Do your research. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your research and see what's out there in the market that you may like. Look for the projects with utility, because a lot of NFT projects aren't worth anything. They're just digital art. Some of them actually come with real utility that you can implement and apply to your life. Some of them have parties, some of them have VIP access, some of them is like a monthly membership where every month they'll send you a new piece of merchandise or a new piece of art just for owning an NFT. Look for something. Right now is the best time to buy. And amid this crypto crisis, Bitcoin surprisingly is picking up more and more utility. So if For you guys out there who don't know what utility means, utility basically means the amount of things you can use it for. So for example, we have cash, USD. What's the utility? We could do a bunch of things with cash. You can name 5 things, 10 things, 100 things you could do with cash, right? Because it has utility. So Bitcoin is slowly picking up more utility, more ways you can use Bitcoin. Okay, I can use Bitcoin to buy a burger. I can use Bitcoin to buy a house. Use Bitcoin to buy a car. Use Bitcoin to go buy French fries. Use Bitcoin to go pay my taxes. Come on now, you feel me? So right now, as Bitcoin prices is going down, that's when the mainstream adoption is getting heavier right now, because more and more people are able to get some Bitcoin and use it for something. You know, but crypto isn't the only market that's getting hit right now. We also got stocks and bonds taking heavy losses as well. Listen, there's whales out there that's moving a lot of money. But you gotta also realize that the effects of the war between Russia and Ukraine and so many other things is just now starting to hit us. Y'all thought that the food shortages was over? No, it's about to really start getting crunch time. We still haven't recovered all the workers we lost. You feel me? From the coronavirus. You feel me? We still trying to get people back. And then there's also certain laws and implementations that's put in place from Trump era with the immigration ban. You know, that still they gotta revoke and remove and put new laws in place. We still haven't recovered from that. So we still have the worst to come. So be careful out there, y'all. Y'all think this is bad? Watch. Just watch. You know? And with that being said, I just want to let y'all know this is the best time to buy. I'm going to go buy, double down, go explore. Don't be scared. Go out there into the markets. You know, it's a lot of money to be made. And that's the crypto talk with Shoot the Artist. Shoot.
Dope. So we tune back in from the crypto talk and to get into some more money matters and crypto. There's a lot of different companies that want you to remotely work, and that don't mean just work from your home. They might want you to relocate to their state to work there, and they paying in crypto. I've seen a couple of these companies. So we seeing a couple of these companies want you to come work at their space where you have a membership there. It might give you about $5,000 in cash or crypto to come live there, to be able to relocate, get your house and stuff like that, and work remotely, whether you're going to be working in that state or if they have like a place. So we've seen several different companies is doing this for different states. So if you're looking to start a new career, maybe if you're just bored of the job that you're working right now,
you're bored of your hometown, your home state, want to get out of there, you know,
go ahead, go shoot your shot, man.
Get out your comfort zone, try something new, grow from experience, whether it's good or bad.
Go do your research on that. Go on Google, and you can find a couple of these companies where I'm seeing a couple of these companies already got like 1,500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Applicants already that applied to the job, so you definitely want to jump on it quick. I see a lot of these remote jobs started, with the whole COVID situation.
Yeah,
a lot of these jobs started to form and stuff, so people are able to still work and make things happen. So shout out to that if you want to try that. Now, speaking of some more money, now say if you was to give $25,000 to move anywhere and just start fresh, where would you go?
I'll go to Texas. I'll go to Houston, Texas.
Now, what would you do when you was to move to Texas?
Well, in Texas, you only pay federal taxes. And also, Texas said, right now, Texas is a big push and movement for Texas to become the Wall Street of cryptocurrency, So right now they're having a lot of incentives for people to create companies based around crypto, so they can experiment and see that, They opening up a lot of business parks out there. And Houston is like the New York City of the South. We got more people than New York City. You know, it's a bustling, hustling hub. But me, I'll open up an art gallery down there, an NFT art gallery.
That's fire. Now for me, I'll probably looking at somewhere in California, somewhere maybe the Silicon Valley or something like that, somewhere where I can network and be able to get around some individuals as far as with media, podcasts, and I'll take that 25,000 out there and relocate there. That was just something to touch a note on. Now, as far as the past 20 years, we see like a lot of new things come into play. What would you feel like was like the best invention in the last like 20 years, since we just pretty much capped over 2 decades?
The last 20 years, I mean, wow. We in 2022, 20 years ago, 2000, the internet.
The internet?
Yeah, www. That was the best invention.
Yeah, it's definitely been the takeover on just how people conduct themselves, conduct their lives, express themselves, create. There's so much you could do when it comes to the internet. I feel like our message wouldn't be getting out there unless we was on some type of broadcast somewhere. I feel like before this whole podcast, it was just like radio, you know?
It was
just radio. So if you wasn't on a certain station, or if you didn't know somebody, your message wouldn't be getting heard, you know, like so easily. And it wasn't like a place for you to even put it at, like, to think
they
about.
didn't even have nothing called a podcast.
Like, even imagine us, because back then you could have a video camera and mics and stuff like that set up, but where was you like gonna put that at? Like,
yeah, there was no place to put the content except for on TV or the air.
There was no YouTube, Instagram, and stuff like that, and
unless you was just home taping it and putting it on DVDs,
the news station,
VHSs.
So, internet definitely created a lot of opportunities, I say, just for everyone to be able to just do something, make something of themselves. So, shout out to the internet. What's like a smell that brings back like certain memories for you, like as a child, or you don't even gotta be a kid, just
the smell of certain freshly cut fruit or certain baked goods.
Yeah, baked goods definitely bring me back.
No, some plantains, some baked plantains, or some curry goat.
Yeah, certain good spicy foods. It's definitely bring me back. Like if I smell like maybe like curry goat,
a tamarind ball.
Yeah, it bring me back. It's a smell like. Now you ever get like, you never smell like when it's about to rain.
Okay, yeah, that.
It kind of brings me, and right before it rains, like I could smell like.
Where you been at before in the past?
Yeah, like I could just, it bring me back to like when I was younger, when it was about the thunderstorm and stuff like that. So, shout out to that. But we seeing some more news. Kendrick Lamar, his album is dropping.
That's fire.
And I know with this episode, the album is gonna be out already before it drops, so it's gonna be dropping tonight, midnight, yes. Friday.
Okay.
So we're gonna hear what Kendrick got. He had a video that he dropped that was pretty debatable, where it was changing faces, and
he was.
Yeah, it was changing different faces to different celebrities, and some people liked it, and some people gave it some backlash, where his face changed to like O.J. Simpson. His face turned to Will Smith.
Wait, his face turned into their face?
Yeah. So his face turns to Juicy Smollett, Jesse Smollett.
Oh my God.
Then his face turns to, I believe, Nipsey Hussle. His face turns to Kobe Bryant. And then with the Nipsey Hussle situation, he started to like rap as if he was Nipsey Hussle, saying a message. So some people didn't like that, the way that he was trying to, you know, be like Nipsey. Like it's something that could be like, should have been left alone. Like,
Yeah.
let him rest in peace. And even with the Kobe face, like,
What the hell?
so you know, Kendrick Lamar, he's controversial, and he's one of those artists that's gonna, you know, try to, you know, get that buzz going, because he hasn't dropped an album in years.
Years, bro. I don't remember the last one. What is cool? What is it even cool?
Yeah, so he's definitely trying to flood the market, the consumers with some. I believe it looked like it might be a 2-album type of thing, but I'm not sure. We're gonna see. In other news, though, we seeing with the inflation. Is shrinking the food portions.
Yeah.
Now, if you go buy food somewhere, you may not notice, but you paying a little bit more
For
than
less.
less than what you was a year ago. And
Them food supply shortages is no joke. Once again, on top of the labor shortage, we got these GMO chickens and animals.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then it's like it's getting to the point where they can't keep making them as much, because at the end of the day, it's clones. There's not a lot of gene pool that they working with, so they have to stop that to recoup money. So now meat is about to be a premium product. Chicken, steak, all of that, look, it's a premium product. I mean, and that's okay, you know. Let's save the planet, because the same amount of land it takes to feed these livestock, you could take that land and grow some fruits and vegetables, you know, and really get right. Get all your natural protein from that. And then if you do want to eat meat, then that's like every celebration, once in the moon thing. Where, okay,
yeah.
I'm about to go turn up. I'm about to eat a steak for my birthday, or it's my wife's birthday. If somebody's birthday, we eating steak. You know, hey, you know enough people, you can eat some steak once a month. But it could be a luxury.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
And just the way how with the meats break down in your body, it's definitely causes, you know, far as like lack of like fatigue, and stuff like that. Because sometimes it takes weeks to break down these types of food, like a steak. It takes a while to break that down, and opposed to having like something that's vegetable, fruits, something more healthy and stuff.
Yeah, and then you also gotta look at the vibration of the food. Some of these cattle is in traumatic states when they, you know, get slaughtered for the meat, for the food. Versus with fruits and vegetables, they getting picked on carefully and tenderly. So yeah, it's different frequency vibrations. Versus if the fruit's picked, just come here fruit, then you gonna taste the difference, you know. Versus when the cattle's fed real stuff and cared for and treated like it's something, you feel me? You gonna taste the difference. That's why that Wagyu beef is the most expensive beef, because they actually care about the animal so much that it just produced this nice tender steak that just cut through like butter. It's not even tough.
True. Yeah, we seeing. Yeah, so hopefully, that was the whole inflation, but they're making the food, you know, shrink the portion. So definitely watch what you eat. We seeing with Thailand, some world news for y'all.
Not Thailand.
So Thailand, I believe the government over there is giving away a million cannabis plants.
Oh, I thought you was about to say $1 million. They're giving out weed? What the hell?
So if you were residents and you got a house in Thailand, the government will grant you a cannabis plant. And not sure how much that produces or whatever, but I feel like they trying to become like one of those first countries to be the first farmers.
The first importers and exporters of marijuana in the East, in the Pacific East to be exact.
Yeah, so I feel like that's going to create some type of
it's definitely gonna create tension. They might get invaded by another country. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, after a while, give them like 5-10 years, they're gonna be making money over there because it's legal now. So many people open up so many weed businesses over there that wasn't always readily available to the public. Yeah, it's always gonna be the illegal underground thing. But once you're able to make it legalized and actually start creating communities around it, it's really gonna be a game changer.
Yeah, it's
We're
definitely.
gonna wait and see.
So it's definitely gonna see some money come from that, and with that money coming, I seen the government just handing out these plants so freely. I feel like they're gonna come back and be like, hey, all right, well, the plant that we gave you produced this amount of pounds. Hey, we want to take this.
We taking a cut.
Yeah, we taking a cut.
I mean, at that point, hey, y'all gave me if the government gives you the weed and they just want PC, cool. You just keep your plant alive. Now, if your plant die, then yeah, you gotta pay a fine or something, you know, because that was supposed to be your way to pay for the family.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know, it's just different laws and stuff, and different lifestyle out there.
So it's good to travel.
Yeah, definitely. But definitely gonna be getting on to the Black Man Vince segment to close out this episode for y'all. Like I said, we had a dope episode with y'all today, and today we're gonna be talking about overcoming your pride. And we know that pride tends to get in the way in a lot of situations without you even knowing it until you look back and like, oh, I could have handled that a little differently. So with number one is be aware of your pride. And while your pride shows like your value with you and all of your accomplishments, you always want to watch how much you take in that pride. You know, too much of anything is dangerous, you know. So you just want to watch your pride and just see how you handle yourself in a situation. And with number two, don't take yourself too serious. Pride comes with fear of embarrassment or shame. If you're willing to laugh at yourself and admit that you don't know everything, you know, like
that's a fact.
When you really sit back and like, you know what, I don't know nothing about that. Let me take the time to learn instead of saying, you know what, no, I'm the guy who should know this and all that. No, handle that and learn the right way. With number three, it comes with asking the right questions. You know, to open that door to resolutions and growth, you gotta ask questions like, what happened and what do I want? Don't ask those questions that be like, you know, like, what's going on here, or that was stupid. Like, you want to remain positive with that. And with number four, you know, listen, don't talk. And not saying don't talk in a sense of just keep your mouth shut, but sometimes you want to hear what the next person is saying and bring it to the table for you. And don't be the person that try to just overstep like, oh no, I could handle it and do that. No. Hear what the person, put that pride to the side and figure out what the situation is, whatever you're working on. And sometimes when you do try to just overspeak with somebody, sometimes that block opportunities for you. So just watch out with your pride. And don't ever be scared to be like, ask a person, especially if you know you guys are working with each other or loved ones or something like that. Just be real about whatever your situation is instead of trying to be the bigger person and trying to just figure it out by yourself, because we all need help in this life that we live in. It's been a dope episode for the Non-Mean Show. I know we took some time off.
We back and we better. We back in action. You know, we came through to give you another wonderful, amazing episode. You know, I'm Shoot the Artist.
NoFace Rell, and you want to make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the Non-Mean channel on YouTube, man.
On YouTube, we on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, all of that. TikTok too, you know,
Twitter.
Follow us.
Make sure y'all follow the Non-Mean Show and check out the website. We're gonna be putting that up soon, so y'all gonna start to see some of the merchandise on there. We're gonna have shoot your shot merchandise on there. We're gonna have some of his art on there for y'all to buy, but it's only gonna be a limited amount of time.
Yeah, it's a limited time only.
With the art. We're gonna have some clothes that's coming out, some merchandise. I know that if y'all check out our skits with the golden book, man, watch out for the golden book shirts, man. Gonna make some golden book shirts. We try to just elevate things. So check out for the website. Shout out to G on the lenses holding it down for us. Make sure y'all go check him out. His Instagram will be in the link below. Dope.
Nah, I mean.